knock so viciously. I urgently need to find a weapon. Damn it. I have to get out of here.
You're Mason. And in those days...
Victor, how much?
Oh no. Elizabeth. Oh my God. I am so sorry. The door is locked. You need to find the key.
Rest in peace, dear George Miller. Gone too soon. We will all remember you as a cheerful, kind colleague, a great scientist, and a very vicious zombie. We can't wait for Victor and Mason to create a cure. It's too dangerous to keep you with us, so we had to shoot you. We hope you forgive us, your friends and colleagues from the science team of the Nature Health Project.
Sensation in the world of science. Nature Health received a government grant after a number of successful experiments. Scientists claim that they managed to find a way to accelerate greening even if the soil is infertile. Ecological catastrophe is no longer a threat to the Earth. The inspiring speech of the co-founder of the project, Dr. Mason Brown, was met with applause.
Thanks to our revolutionary discoveries over the past year, we have managed to restore more than 5% of the Earth's vegetation. And this is just the beginning. Dear friends, I, Mason Brown, am proud to say that deforestation is no longer a threat to our planet.
Dr. Victor Brown, crossing the DNA of humans and plants, theory and practice.
I'm so happy I brought a shotgun. No one believed that we were in danger. Naive idiots. When George Miller went berserk and rushed to the baby's bed, the only solution was blowing his brains out. He's become too dangerous. One of the lab assistants decided to head to the city to turn us in. What a pussy. I couldn't let him. If the cops come here and arrest everyone, then Mason and Victor will not be able to finish the immunomodulator. Then the whole world will end. But now we have a chance to save someone.
The door is locked. You need to find the key.
Why is this happening to me? Everything was going so well. Great job, wife, child, great mission. We almost saved the planet, and then everything collapsed. First that explosion in the lab, then that damn George Miller Kodor baby, and now Emma got infected. I don't know what to do. We were locked in this room together, and any day Emma will turn into a monster. I have no other choice, and there is no point in living at this point. I'd rather kill myself than wait for my lover to tear me to pieces, because I can't hurt her. even if she becomes a damn zombie. I love her so much.
Oh, a charged battery. I don't need it right now, but it might come in handy later.
Mom, please leave the city as soon as possible. Our experiment is out of control. Soon everyone will start to get sick and die. Save yourself. Avoid red plants and especially their spores. Don't worry about me. We were all taken to a house in the forest. There's a bunker here, so we're safe. Soon Dr. Mason and Dr. Victor will create a cure and everything will be alright. Love you, Ali.
The laptop is still working, and I could insert a CD with information into it. Let's see what's on this disk. And here it is. Bunker 22. The generator is out of gasoline. Somewhere he must be. The generator is out of gasoline. Somewhere he must be. Super. Now I can enter the password and open the bunker door.
Dear brother, you and I are really screwed up. For some reason there was an explosion in the central flask in Bunker 16. In case you've forgotten, we were breeding a giant mutant in it. Imagine how much mutagen ended up in the atmosphere. Everyone around us started getting infected and mutated. To stop the contamination, you and I created a cure with 2 different formulas. One of them was sure to work. The final experiment we did was on ourselves. The drug I took turned out to be a mutagen intensified the effects of the spores on my DNA. It's frightening to imagine what a monster I had become, which means the drug you took probably gives you immunity. And since you're still alive, we were able to create a cure. Mason, we did it. Unfortunately, there was only one dose. To create more, you'll have to go back to the lab. You'll find the instructions on the wall in the operating room. But be careful. There were still lab technicians and task subjects downstairs. They probably all mutated too. Good luck. The fate of the world is in your hands now.
To use the fingerprint scanner, I need to turn on the electricity. To use a computer, I need to scan fingerprint in the corridor. Closed on the back and I can hear zombies in there. Maybe they can kick the door in later.
Good evening, Dr. Brown. Welcome back. All Bunker 22 systems activated.
The computer is working. I need to insert a disk with a password into it. So, let's see. Closed on the back and I can hear zombies in there. Maybe they can kick the door in later. The protection system does not allow you to open the flasks with prototypes. I need to turn it off in room 16.
Access to prototypes is open. The cryochamber system is powered off. Launching the Adam and Eve protocol.
Here you need to insert a flask with electricity.
System failure. Fatal error. An infection threat has been detected. Quarantine has been declared. The threat has passed. Quarantine lifted.
How did I get here? I only remember being lost in a foreign country. My bag with my documents and money was stolen at the train station. I had to spend the night on the street. Some people followed me for a few days. One even came up to me and questioned me about everything. I told him my sad story, thinking that he wanted to help. What a naive idiot I was. The next morning I woke up here. It looks like some kind of laboratory where they conduct scientific experiments on people. My cellmates were the kind of people no one would look for. An unemployed veteran, a drunken alcoholic, just a homeless guy. What a bunch. I shouldn't be here. On the bright side, I'll finally be of some use. My body will now serve science.
Prototype number 3 released. The immunomodulator is ready. I'm injecting. Dr. Brown, during your absence, a disaster occurred in Bunker 16. An unknown person entered the laboratory through a portal and caused the central flask to explode. There was a massive release of mutagenic material into the atmosphere. CCTV footage was stored in TH.
My world is destroyed. People chose to blow it up with nuclear missiles. They could not accept it as it had become. It's all because of the strange experiment someone was conducting in Bunker 21. I managed to escape from this world through a portal. But the next world I found myself in was even scarier. It died hundreds of years ago and was overrun by robots controlled by artificial intelligence. People in this world hide underground and communicate with worms. This world became this way because of the same experiments that were conducted in the underground laboratories called the Bunker. God knows, if I were in one of those bunkers, I'd burn it to the ground. There's not enough flesh card with the program to disable the protection system.
The security system is activated. To open the door to the elevator, press the key buttons in the correct sequence.
Yes, clearly. Looks like I need to go through that door. The main thing is to enter the correct password. Well, let's get started.
Correct value entered. Consistency is maintained. Correct value entered. Consistency is maintained. Correct value entered. Consistency is maintained.
It was too easy. I wonder what's next.
Correct value entered. The door to the elevator is open.
Jacob, today is the last stage of the birth cycle. Today you must awaken the prototype and prepare it for transport. As soon as you are ready, insert both cards into the central computer and slowly raise the temperature in the flask. The prototype will begin to awaken. If you frighten it, it may start to burst out. In a critical case, use a shotgun, although a bazooka would come in handy against this beauty. Be careful. If anything goes wrong, the whole lab will blow up. Good luck.
And here's Victor Brown's ID card.
The first resource circuit was destroyed. There is a critical pressure drop in the prototype flask. Urgent repair of system is required. circuit rupture. Excessive mutagenic leakage detected. Increased risk of prototype loss.
Yeah, I need to insert type. Now I can start the self-destruct system and blow this bunker to hell.
You always...
My God, who was it? Why did he blow everything up? I don't get it. And I lost my memory after the coma. At least we found out I'm Dr. Brown and I did the labs. I can't believe I'm capable of that. I'm afraid to imagine what other experiments we did. But this catastrophe was my fault, too. So it is necessary to sort everything out and try to return everything back to the way it was. My heart tells me that there is still a chance to fix everything. Especially since I just managed to create a cure for the virus, and that's already a great start. I hope this girl survives. She sure looks like crap. She should be in a hospital. To find an accumulator and a GPS navigator. simulator in the car. I remember it was somewhere. The door is locked. You need to find the key. The door is locked. You need to find it. That looks like a back door. That looks like a valve from a gasoline tower. I think I'll go up and check.
Dear friend, welcome to my gas station in the desert. Before the apocalypse, this gas station was my refuge, and when the infected arrived, I fortified it with a fence and safely barricaded the roof, thinking it would be my safe haven in a world gone mad. However, how foolish I was to fill the water tower with gasoline instead of water for a damn good cause. When the apocalypse came, the water supply quickly ran out, and there wasn't a single spring in the neighborhood. I searched until my car died somewhere in the desert. I realized that my pride and greed had become a curse. Greed had become my real enemy. And I realized that I had paid dearly for my stupidity. With sorrow and regret. Fueler, take this set of weapons and protection left over from my car. It's been dangerous on the road lately. So if you want to keep going, you better equip your car with these toys. May they bring you good luck.
There's the card. Now we have to go back to the register. Fuel from the tower. A valve is needed. Okay, I hope there's enough gas. Here I am inside. So, what now? The cashier's card is missing here. It has to be somewhere, so let's look for it. Super, there is gasoline. Oh yes, now it's a real death machine. We've arrived. The first electrical substation is working. Second substation is activated. Security and control room. There's power. All I have to do is scan my fingerprint and I am inside. So, first I need to open the main door of the bunker. Caddy, hold on. We'll be fine. What? Who is there?
Oh, Mason Brown, you've finally arrived.
Ah, if you knew what I've been through.
Dr. Mason, let me help you and escort you to the elevator.
Yes, why are you throwing boxes around? And are there any infected people in this bunker?
Firstly, it was necessary to clear up the blockage. And secondly, unfortunately, the infection and
ID card from the safe.
asylum.
Got it. Wheatley sorted out. The door is de-energized, but I saw a stranger named Indra using an electric baton. Let us see what we have here.
I think I'll wait for you here. Wow, you are capable of a lot, Mason.
Yeah, I just don't have a choice. We are one step away from... Here we are.
That's right. You can put your weapon away. It's safe here.
I am glad that at least somewhere in this apocalypse there is a clean place left and I can exhale. And here's a rocket that should help save this world. The flask is empty. It has time to create a cure.
Mason Brown, I am waiting for you here to begin the process of creating a synthesized drug. Okay, now you. Everything went well. Now you can install a flask with current energy in a rocket, and then launch it to clean up the planet.
So, I need to insert a flask of cure here. Energized. A flask with energy should be located here. Let's go.
Congratulations. The rocket launch was successful. The process of cleaning the Earth's atmosphere has begun, which will take an average of up to 50 years.
Great, although it will take quite a long time.
Dr. Mason, don't worry. For safety reasons, the entrance to all bunkers will be blocked until the atmosphere is completely cleaned and the biosphere of the planet is restored. This base has everything for a comfortable stay. You can also navigate the network of bunkers using a portal.
Damn it, how is that? Oh, okay, whatever the point of arrival. I know that my help is still needed there, so please fix the portal and take care of Caddy. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Mason Brown. You just saved an entire planet. Good luck.